Okay, you know that feeling when you're about to see a certain family member and your body just hits the alarm button? Like you're not even there yet, but your chest is already tight. Your stomach drops, and suddenly you feel like you're 12 years old again. And then you feel guilty because you're like, they're not being mean to me right now. What's wrong with me? Well, nothing is wrong with you. If you ever felt broken because your body reacts to family even when you don't want it to, stay right here because this isn't about being too sensitive. It's about your nervous system. And once you understand what's actually happening, you'll stop feeling crazy about your reactions. So, I'm going to explain exactly why this happens and give you 3 tools that you can use immediately. But first, let me tell you something that might surprise you. So I need to say this really clearly because I wish someone had told me this years ago. To know that you're not weak, you're not dramatic, and you're not holding grudges. And when a family member triggers you, your nervous system isn't being difficult. It's doing exactly what it learned to do because here's the thing. Your body learned this very first lesson about safety from family, and it never forgets. So picture this. You're tiny, you're like, let's say 3, 4, 5 years old, and you don't have the words for emotions yet. And you sure as heck don't understand the adult logic, right? But your body does. Your body's watching everything. It's watching the tone of the voice when somebody's stressed. It's noticing the look on their face when they're disappointed, or that silence that just feels scary, right? The unpredictable emotions uh, in your house, right? So your little nervous system is like a sponge, and it's absorbing and cataloging. And so it could mean like, so this voice means danger, or this energy means I need to be careful. This feeling means something's wrong. So now when you're around family, your body isn't reacting to today. It's responding to a memory. And this is why the advice everyone gives you literally cannot work, because you're probably tired of just telling yourself, just let it go. It was a long time ago. They're different now. And I'm an adult, right? But here's what you need to know about your nervous system. It doesn't speak logic. It speaks sensations. So no amount of positive thinking or mindset work will calm a body that learned to expect danger. It's like trying to convince your hand not to pull away from a hot stove by explaining that, okay, the fire isn't always dangerous, but your hand is still going to pull away because that's its job. But now here's the good news. And it's literally important that you don't need to fix your family to feel safe in your own body. So let me say that again because it's huge. You don't need to change. You don't need to explain yourself. You don't need to convince anyone of anything. And you definitely don't need to rehash old stories. You just need to work with your nervous system instead of against it. So, actually, let's do something together right now that will prove to you that you have more control than you think. So, okay, I want you to try something with me. If it feels safe for you, just put your feet flat on the ground. Okay. Feel them there. Now, gently place one hand on your chest, the other hand on your belly. And don't worry if it feels kind of weird, just try it. So, we're going to just take a slow breath in through our nose. Now, breathe out through your mouth, but make this exhale longer than the inhale. Like you're sighing out the day, right? So let's do this one more time and remember to make that longer exhale. So breathing in through the nose and exhaling longer. It literally sends a signal to your nervous system that says, I'm safe now. You just regulated your own body. That's your power. So I need you to hear this. So being triggered doesn't mean you're going backwards. It doesn't mean you're not healing fast enough. And it doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. It means your body is asking for support, not judgment. And the goal is to never get triggered by family again. I mean, that's probably impossible. But the goal is to notice it happening sooner and respond to yourself with kindness instead of criticism. And that's what healing actually looks like. So 3 tools that you can use today. Okay, so here are 3 things you can do when those family triggers show up. Tool number 1 is to get out of the story. Okay, quit playing the story over and over again. Go into the body instead of spiraling into why do I feel this way? Ask yourself, where do I feel this in my body right now? In my chest, in my stomach, in my shoulders? Just name it, don't fix it. Tool number 2 is ground yourself through your feet. So pressing your feet gently on the floor. Remind your body, I'm here, I'm safe, and I'm not a kid anymore. Tool number 3, give yourself permission to take space. So notice that you're allowed to go to the bathroom. You're allowed to step outside. You're allowed to say, I need a minute. Or you're even allowed to say, you know what, I'm feeling triggered right now, and I'm going to go outside and I'm going to go ground myself, and I'll be back in a minute, and we can come back to this conversation. So taking care of yourself isn't being rude. It's necessary. And here's what changes. When you stop trying to become someone who's never bothered by anything, and that person doesn't exist anyway. So instead, you become someone who feels safe inside their own skin, even when the people around you haven't changed at all. And that's nervous system healing. That's real freedom. So if this landed for you, you're definitely not alone. I share tools like this every week because I know how isolating it can feel. You know, to be called the sensitive one of the family or whatever. And listen, if you want more hands-on support, I also do breathwork sessions that help the body release what talking can't reach. But for now, just knowing this about yourself is enough. So drop a comment and tell me, what is your biggest family trigger? Is it a certain tone of voice, a look, or something they do without even realizing it? Your nervous system makes perfect sense. You make perfect sense. And take a breath. Remember, you are safe, you are loved, and you are guided.